Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm trying to restore some headlights. As you see, I started off with some rinseless wash just to lubricate it, and then I'm about to hit this up with some 1000 grit paper. Again, I had this video on speed so that we can get through this video kind of quickly. But as you see that I'm applying it, look at how much filth is built up on there. There's so much built up on this screen, and I have not cleaned this headlight ever. This is my first time doing this. This was on my car as a Kia Optima, and I was like, let me go for a trial run. I've never done it, and this will be a part of my service eventually as I get some hands-on practice. But as you see, look how it just gooped up. Again, I did this 2 different ways. So this way, in the beginning of the video, I used 1000 grit, and as I went through the process, I went through each grit, and then I removed it, and then I sprayed it, and then I applied some more lubrication, and I went along the process like this. This was gooped up a lot. As you can see the ridges at the bottom of the screen. It looks like a little mountain peak. I like how it kind of, ashes up. Now I went with the 2000 grit. I applied this, and as you see how the headlights kind of look kind of cloudy, I head up with the 2000 grit after applying some rinseless wash. And as you see, again, just to let you know, like these headlights really just need to be replaced, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I think a lot of times in the business of car detailing, as well as people who try to get their car clean, they just need to know that sometimes you may need to just replace your headlights instead of trying to restore them. Again, my my paper dropped, and I had to pick it up and re-lubricate it. Again, as you see, I wiped it off, but you see how clear it's getting each time when you go over it with the sandpaper. But you see that ridge right there. I'm assuming that is more like a clear coat protection or some build up gunk. I don't really know. So now I'm hitting it up with the 3000 grit sandpaper, and I'm gonna tell you, I really enjoy doing this. So if any of your professionals have any feedback on this, do like Nell Carter and give me a break. But I'm looking forward to your comments and your responses in the chat. I would like some likes, some follows, as well as some reviews. Give me your insight into this. But this was very exciting. So as we go along, I wiped it down. Now I use some alcohol. As you see, I use this just to remove any little excess grit that possibly will be in the headlights. But for the most part, it seemed good. But you see how it fogs up? But you see that it also is getting clear, and I like that about it. But again, the alcohol just dries it up and gets this cloudy finish. But now I'm using the DA machine, and just notice how the instant change of just applying it and just letting it rotate just a little bit. Again, this is the best that I can do with these headlights. These headlights need to be replaced, if I'm being honest with you. But it was an exciting experience, and I enjoyed it. And as this thing kept on spinning and gyrating around, look how it just improved the look. I was thoroughly impressed. I wiped it down here with some rinseless wash just to remove any excess oils. You can see there's a couple of streaks in there, but it's okay because I had to reapply it again. Again, this was my first time doing it, and it's so weird. Like when you're using the DA machine, you really don't have to put a whole lot of pressure on it. And for me, I did put some pressure on there. So this is for you guys to also look and to learn from others' mistakes. And what I did, I put too much pressure on a DA machine. The goal is to hold the DA machine kind of lightly. So then I went on with the polish. And, I was trying to show y'all how to apply the little spray that I'm using. I'm using some see, look at it. You see how I sprayed it on there? That's a new product that I use called the Gold Standard. Has been very effective lately. When it was doing the headlights, it was kind of difficult, if I'm being honest with you, because my headlights were not necessarily smooth. It had like a bulge sticking out. But overall, I enjoyed this. I hope that I can imbue excitement in you guys and to try it yourself. Or if not, you can reach out to me if you're in the Maryland area, Hanover area, and I can set up an appointment and get your headlights restored. And I can be honest with you to let you know if you need them restored or you need them replaced. But just look how that looks, man. That is the polish pad. I'm really enjoying watching my work. Again, it can be better, trust me, but when you see the before and afters, you will understand. And I wiped it down again. So now, after I finish doing that, I hit it up with some alcohol because a lot of times there's some oils that sticks and stay around. So you want to remove that before you put the ceramic coating on. And as you see, it kind of foamed up a little bit. You see that it fogged up a little bit. You notice that? But now then I apply the ceramic coating on there and watches what happens. See, this is the best that I can do with this headlight. It's old. The inside of it is messed up as well. As you can see, a lot of stains cannot be removed because they're more of an interior issue than an exterior. So that's why I would recommend replacing these instead of restoring them. It's not going to be the best of quality. But look at my before and look at the after. I can't complain. So now this is the before and after of the left side, the driver's side. And I did the same application. I did the rinseless wash, and I started off with the 1000 grit. But now if you notice the difference between this side as well compared to the right side, the passenger side, there's not a lot of gunk on there. Isn't that amazing? It's so weird how one headlight gets a whole lot of beating while the other one don't. But this is the 1000 grit that I'm applying on there. And right there, I'm kind of targeted at one particular spot right there. It was like a buildup of maybe some sap or something. I'm not really certain what it was, but you know, I gave a little bit of elbow grease and I knocked it out of the park. And then I hit it with the 2000 grit. I lubricated, and this time, if you notice, I did not actually wipe it off with the alcohol. I just went along and just added a little bit more rinseless wash and just went in with the 2000 grit. I think there's a various different ways of applying it and addressing headlights restoration, but this is the process that I took, and I felt like it was good to give you guys a second option if you choose to. But this is very exhilarating to look at. Kind of excited, and you know, as you see, I have the 3000 grit. Hit it up with a little bit of rinseless wash to lubricate it a little bit more. And it's weird, like each grit from the 1000 to 2000 to 3000, you can really feel the difference. Like the 3000 almost feels like it's just, it don't even feel like it's a sandpaper. But look how much it's removing. And the gold is like, you don't want to really remove the silver. I mean, man, brain freeze. We just gonna keep on going on from there because I'm not going to edit this. I want to give this as natural. I want to express this as natural as possible because there's nothing about this video that is fake besides some edits just to reduce the time. Other than that, this is all as is. You see the smears in there? Here we go at the final part of it. And then if you notice, look at how quick I did the driver's side compared to the passenger side. It didn't take as long to do the driver's side than the passenger side. So now after I hit that up with the alcohol, you can see that it kind of clouds up a little bit. And now I hit it up with the DA. This was amazing. This machine is nice. It's very convenient. This is a small size. I have a 5-inch pad as well, but I used I think this 3 inches, and that works better. Again, notice how like when I'm applying it, and this is me kind of rushing, the pad is not actually spinning. The goal is that you have to grip this thing very lightly. If you kind of put too much pressure on there, then the DA cannot really be effective at doing its job. So if anything, just learn from the mistakes and notice that this happens sometimes when you're just in a rush. And again, this is my car. I would not do this with other people's car. It was just my first trial at it. And so I said, let me give it a shot. Let me try to see if I can do this. And now this is the polishing pad. I got a little bit more better at it, but overall, now that I know, I will be more self-aware of the fact that when you're actually doing headlights and that bulge right there, it was bothering me. And again, I'm kind of polishing on the side so that you guys can see, and it's very uncomfortable as well. But there's no excuses for this. We're just going to let this be what it is. But even with my lack of experience in this department, which is only going to be, it's not going to take long to make any needed improvements. Look how well I did. You know, this is something that you guys could even do. I enjoyed this. Look at that. You can still see the smears, you can still see the fog in it, but you also got to realize that the interior is also messed up. The inside of these headlights also have issues as well. And I think that's the thing that people don't really pay attention to a lot of times, is that you can restore, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a great headlight. But if you see this video and you see what I'm doing, I'm just doing the best that I can right now. And this is the ceramic gloss that I just applied on there. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, just to let it kind of set, and then I'm gonna go over it with the microfiber towel just to spread it out, to spread the application on, let it sit for a little bit. And as I edit it, I let it sit for a couple of, about like 30 seconds to a minute. Then I came back with the pad, with the microfiber towel, and wiped it away. And the funny thing is, the slickness of it after I removed it was amazing. So I know that when it rains, everything is just going to slide right off. But overall, man, let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, give me some comments at the bottom, give me some feedback, let me know what you think. But those are the befores, and that is the after. And on that note, holla at your boy.